I'm making Mexican cornbread casserole. This is a hearty one-pot meal that serves 8. The toppings are what makes this so delicious. Here are the ingredients. I'm using both ground beef and black beans in mine, but you may just want to use one or the other, or even using both together would be delicious. For my family, I'll be making half with the ground beef and the other half I'll be making with black beans. After your ground beef has simmered for a while, then add in 1 can of drained RoTel and mix well. And then, like I said earlier, I'm doing half ground beef for my family and half black bean. I'm only using half of the ground beef. So if you're making this dish and you want it to be all meat, then go ahead and use the entire pound of ground beef and just put it over everything. Or maybe you want to use both the black beans, or maybe even add in pinto beans along with the ground beef. I think that would be nice. And I also do think that there are some good options for add-ins here, like green chilies, I think would give some amazing flavor. Or even if you wanted to add in some black olives to give it a bit of a salty note against the richness of the cornbread, I think that would be nice also. Or you could add in black olives to one of the toppings. I prefer to use extra sharp Tillamook cheddar in mine, but the choice of cheese is also optional. Anytime a recipe makes my house smell good, then I get a special kind of joy out of that, and this did not disappoint. This smelled amazing. If you want to have ooey gooey cheesy goodness, then add your cheese at the last minute before it finishes baking, but I'll be adding a ton of toppings to this, so I'm not concerned with how it looks. And somehow I got a piece of cilantro in the batter. This was a very, very hearty meal, and it was popular with my family. My youngest son said this was his favorite recipe of the week. It was very rich and carb heavy, but I think it really works with all of these toppings. I would have never tried the cabbage on top had I not already had the cabbage in my fridge for another recipe. Normally I would have put lettuce on the top of that, but the cabbage added such a nice crunchy balance to the texture of the cornbread. It was really delicious. I also do recommend the sour cream to add some additional creaminess, and then the chopped tomatoes and a little bit of hot sauce added a nice acidity to the dish. But there are so many directions you could go with this. Sliced radishes were nice along with chopped avocado. If you wanted to add guacamole, that would be good, and also some sliced fresh jalapenos would have been really good here. Basically what I'm saying is if you want to elevate this dish to a 10, then it's all about adding the toppings that you love. Thanks so much for watching my recipe video. I'll see you in the next one.